My name is Rita Van Tine, and I serve in the Child Protection Division of Juvenile Court here in Cook County. All the cases I hear involve allegations of abuse, neglect, and dependency as to children. There's hardly any typical week. I could have one case that's scheduled for several days, and that's the only case I hear all week because there are that many witnesses and it's that complex where I do have to hear from many different witnesses, such as a termination of parental rights case. However, there are other days where I can schedule up to 20, 30 cases on the call, especially if they're more routine cases and there are issues where the lawyers can work things out for themselves. I do. On our 11 a.m. call and 2 p.m. call, that's when the emergencies come in. Typically, once the Department of Children and Family Services has taken protective custody of a child or children, that parent is entitled to bring the case to court and have a judge hear it within 48 hours of protective custody being taken. In child protection cases, there is no right to a jury trial, so it is all the facts are garnered by me. I do have a duty to ascertain what the jurisdictional facts are, and that falls to the judge to do. All of the proceedings revolve around what is in the best interests of the child. Basically, the Juvenile Court Act applies. The rules of civil practice and procedure in Illinois apply, but superimposed on those rules is the Juvenile Court Act, which cuts out many different exceptions for the admission of evidence and all of the proceedings that's done so that it streamlines the proceedings so we can really focus on the best interests of the child and reach decisions in a timely manner. A child protection case is not going to be tried like a products liability case, an airplane crash case. Everything is about determining what the status of the child is. It's not about casting blame on a parent. It's about correcting the conditions that require the child to be in the court system in the first place. So we do have people who are crying tears of joy in the courtroom as well because the services have worked. People can change. For example, I may have a mom who is abusing controlled substances. She's lined up with the correct therapist, the correct drug treatment, and she refrains from using. The kids are so happy to return home to her care, and it's a safe environment for them to be in. So when that happens and the children do get to go home and the case is closed out, everybody's very happy because all of the lawyers do have to work together to get that to happen as well. That's true. I do see a number of the same caseworkers that come in. They work with different social service agencies that are contracted out by DCFS, or they could be directly working for the Department of Children and Family Services. We do rely on the caseworker to report back accurately the things that have been going on. The caseworker is the one who sets up the services for the parents, makes all of the referrals, and then also gives me feedback on how the parents are doing in those services. So the caseworker gathers all of the reports from the other service providers and also observes the visitation between the parent and the children, makes recommendations to me about changes in visitation, such as moving from the stage of supervised visitation to unsupervised visitation, both day and night, and then finally return home and ultimately case closure as well.